I love her. I want us to be close like we always have been. It's just that I don't have trust for her. I believe that my daughter Hayley is trying to kill me for life insurance and property. We've always been very close, and I was a single mom from the time she was 3 years old. I just can't imagine right now why someone would even want to do that to anyone, much less their mom, who sacrificed so much for her. I have suspected that she's tried to poison my food and drink because I've tasted bitterness in them after I've left them in the room alone with her. One incident in particular, I was at her house and I left a drink sitting in her living room with her. No one else was there. Went to the restroom, came back, and that drink was so bitter that I couldn't drink it. I end up getting nauseous. I end up having a really bad headache. I have heart palpitations, and I sweat, and then my face turns really red, and I have rashes break out on me. I have asked Hayley about this multiple times, and she denies every time and then calls me crazy. In my refrigerator at my house, I have a bottle of steak sauce that was a brand new bottle. I'd put it in the door of the refrigerator, and I noticed that it had been moved from the area I put it in, and then when I opened it, the seal had been broken, and it had a very, very, very bitter taste. So I just kept it, and I thought, well, I'm gonna get online and order some kind of test kit to see if this has cyanide, because it had that bitter smell and almond taste. I tested the steak sauce, and it was positive for cyanide. Back in December, I spent the night with Hayley, brought my own shampoo and things with me. So I took a shower, everything was fine. So the next day, I went to use that shampoo. The shampoo was bitter, burning my skin. It had a bitter smell and made some of my hair fall out, was itching me. It was just awful. I think that it was one of Hayley's friends, really under her direction, put the cyanide in the shampoo. I also think that Hayley is sending people to my home to do things, because there have been multiple times where people have entered my property. My doors have been damaged, my back door damaged so bad that it has to be tied to stay closed. I want her to take a polygraph lie detector for this, to give me peace of mind and to stop the strain that it's putting on our relationship. I want to clear this, to know that my child wouldn't do something so heinous to me. I have done everything to protect her, and she's not doing the same back to me.
I can't understand why she would think that in the first place, or why she would even think that me, the one that she raised, would try to kill her.
Are you trying to kill your mother?
No.
No.
No, there's no, not at all. I'm not a monster at all. I wouldn't kill anyone.
I mean, your mother thinks it's because some life insurance and some property with some mineral rights, or?
Yeah, I'm not, as far as I know, she changed the life insurance. The property's like 23 acres. She says it's worth a lot. That's material things.
Right.
That's not time I can get back with being with my mother.
Right. And how long has she been accusing you?
About 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah. I'll drink the drinks with her. If she thinks I've put stuff in, like her tea or something, I'll be like, I'll drink it, you know.
And to show her, hey, I didn't put anything
like,
in the
hey,
drink.
I didn't put anything, or food, or whichever.
What did she accuse you of doing to her lasagna?
She bought the ingredients to make lasagna. She brought all of it over to my house. I have a decently sized, bigger kitchen than hers. So she brought it over there to cook it, and we were going to eat it there. And she put all the ingredients in the refrigerator. She went outside to do something. And when she got the food out to start preparing it, she takes the sour cream and the cottage cheese, and she's like, "These have this seal looks like there's pinholes in it." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And she was like there's pinholes in it, like I took a needle and actually injected poison in these ingredients.
And then I guess she pours out beverages right in front of you?
Yeah. I was going to get my nails done one day. I was getting dressed. She was in my kitchen. She made a gallon of tea. She put it outside my laundry room while I was getting dressed. I was out there talking to my friend right before we left, and she comes outside, and she goes, "Where are the cameras?" I was like, "What are you talking about? You know, what?" She walks in my laundry room, grabs the gallon of tea, opens the lid, and just dashes it out. I'm like, she said, "That's the problem." Goes back in, slams my door. And I was like, okay, you know.
So with this all going on, how is the relationship with your mother?
I mean, I love my mom. Yeah. I do. And we have a lot of fun together. We'll sit.
When you're not trying to kill her.
Yeah. Apparently, yeah. I mean, we'll sit, we'll watch movies together. It all takes a turn, really, when we're in the same room and say she has to use the restroom or she goes to take her dog out.
And then something.
She comes back and it's like a light switch is flipped. I've automatically touched her drink.
You did something.
Yeah.
Now, she thinks that you're putting cyanide, either that you did or you instructed one of your friends to put cyanide in the shampoo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We went to Walmart to get a few things. She buys her own snacks to stay at my house most of the time. So we went to Walmart, and my friend had called me while we were at Walmart. Then when we got back to my house, she spent the night. The next day, she takes a shower. She comes out, and she's like, this is burning my face. My head's burning. My face is burning. When it went down my face, I could taste it. It tasted bitter. Did you do something to it? And I was like, no. I haven't even been in there. And did you have someone to come do it? She said. And I said, no, the only place we've been is to Walmart. Yeah, but so-and-so was here. I was like, yeah, she was here. She did come there.
And somehow she thinks that you're connected to strangers entering her home.
I have acquaintances with people she's hired to do things to her home. And I would never send someone in her house to actually try to scare her or do anything to her.
And you mentioned the life insurance policy. Has she changed her life insurance policy?
We had an altercation together, and she told me that she kind of got angry with me. She was like, "I don't know why you would even be doing this. I changed all my life insurance. None of it even goes to you." And as far as I know, yeah, she has.
But I understand she hasn't changed the will.
Yeah, that's just land.
So you would inherit her property.
That's what, yeah.
Which she thinks, which in your mother's eyes is worth a lot because of the minerals on the property and everything else.
That's what she says, yeah.
I believe that you are trying to kill me by poisoning me with cyanide.
Why?
Because when I've left drinks in your present, like my soda or my tea, they've tasted bitter. And I've left food, like my cottage cheese that I was making stuff with at your house, in your refrigerator. And you couldn't press it and make the seal come up with the air in it. It was just spewed out. And it was just bitter tasting. And just sometimes the way you act and things that you've said to me, like you actually made the comment to me, and you say you don't remember it, but you said, "Why won't you die?"
No, I didn't.
You did say that to me.
No. I told you when you brought that up. I didn't say that. You knew I didn't say that.
You did say that to me.
I may have said something out of anger, but you know I wouldn't wish you to die. I don't understand why you think I'm such a monster. Why you think I'm such a monster, and why you think I try to actually commit murder.
So Beverly, you do believe that your daughter is trying to kill you?
Yes, I do.
You really believe that?
Yes, I do.
Why do you think it's cyanide?
I've done research on what cyanide does, and as a nurse, I've seen some things where people have been poisoned with cyanide, and cyanide has a very bitter almond taste and smell, and that's exactly what I have tasted.
Could it be, because some of the symptoms you tell me, and I wonder, you know, especially women your age, could it be menopause that are causing some of these things?
Very well could be menopause causing some of these things.
Especially like the hair and...
But I've also gone to the doctor, and last year I had a uterine ablation, which changes a lot of that and helps out with that hormone effect on your body.
It's like you were a wonderful mother to you growing up, right? Why in the world would she want to kill you?
The only thing that I can think of is money. I mean, I have life insurance.
But you took her out of it, right?
Which I took her out.
What about your will?
My will still has her as of right now.
Inheriting your property.
And I didn't even know that.
And it does still have her
But
to
I'm saying,
inherit my
do
property.
you believe that she wants to kill you to take over your property? A piece of land.
Yes.
She'd kill her mother for 23 acres.
23 acres with probable minerals on it
Well,
that are worth a significant amount of money.
Which hasn't been checked and actually proven.
Right.
okay. So we don't even know if there would be minerals that are worth any kind of value, right? There's no proof of it, right?
Right.
So she would kill you on the off chance that there are minerals on the property?
And even the property is, even if it didn't have minerals, is worth a significant amount of money.
A lot of us, we all have parents, you know, my mother lives in Florida, she's got a house. I'm not going to kill her for it.
Right.
Like it's worth losing that time with your parent
Right.
just for a material
Do
thing.
you think, let me ask you this, do you think she could do that?
I didn't raise her to do that. I didn't raise you to do that.
What if she passes her lie detector test?
It will be such a relief.
You'll believe that she's not trying to kill you?
Yes, because I know that they're accurate.
Okay.
I believe that.
Okay. So we broke Hayley's lie detector test into 3 parts: trespassing, shampoo poisoning, and then food and beverage poisoning. And we start off asking Hayley, do you know who is entering your mother's home without permission? She answered no. She told the truth. Have you ever put toxic chemicals in your mother's shampoo? She answered no. She told the truth. Poisoning your food and beverage. We asked Hayley, have you ever poisoned your mother? She answered no. Have you ever put cyanide in your mother's food? She answered no. Have you ever put cyanide in your mother's beverage? She answered no. Do you know if anyone has poisoned your mother? She answered no. The results came back the same to each one of those 4 questions, and it came back that Hayley told the truth.
Thank you, Steve.
And you know, Beverly, I can't imagine the mental torture that you must have been going through, believing that your own child was trying to kill you. But also think about what the child's feeling, because I know how I felt about my parents, and I'm sure she loves you immensely. She knows what you did, raising her as a single mother. She must love you so much. But then to be thinking, my mother thinks I'm trying to kill her.
I know.
How much pain that has to cause her. I would really encourage you to go and talk with somebody and get to the bottom of why you're feeling this way, okay? I definitely would not just have this be the end of it, okay?
It's not.
Because to help this relationship, you
Yes.
really need
Yes, I
some
know.
kind of help.
We
All right,
do.
thanks for coming on. We really appreciate it. I'm very happy for
I called you, Steve, for help because I watch your show all the time.
somebody's going to watch this and say, you know what, she was brave enough to do that, I can do that too. Do you want to tell your story on the Steve Wilkos Show? Visit the link in the description to get my help